What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be going through a full breakdown of a Gbpaud sell, swing sell in fact, that was 195 pips that I took the team out at. So a fantastic trade. So today I'm going to be going through why I was seeing the trade, the confirmations to where obviously I was entering it at, why I was seeing it, and obviously how the trade broken down, obviously in between, to give you guys as much information as possible. So let's hop straight into the chart here, as you can see. So as you can see, this trade played out really nice. We got in around these levels over here, and then I took the team out at around 195 pips. It was in the end around these levels here. Now you guys are probably wondering, Dan, why did you take the trade out at these levels here when your arrows clearly go to the bottom of the trend line here? Now, the reason why I took everyone out at this level is because if we look left, we have some pretty major rejections at this level, as you can see. And I didn't want, obviously, the risk of potentially rejecting this level and then us potentially coming all the way back up to kind of break even and get out at break even with the rest of the trade that we have running, because I did take a partial in between for the team. So, as you can see, this is still running nicely now. If we were still in, we'd still be in nice, in obviously really nice profit, going down to these final target areas. But that little extra squeeze wasn't enough for me to obviously stay in with, especially these big levels over here. And we had completed literally almost 200 pips of the move anyway. But let's hop to why I was seeing this, and obviously why I took this trade. So let's kind of move this all the way over. I'll give you the reasoning for the two arrows here as well. So let's take this all the way back. So this is a swing trade. This is going to be on the higher time frame, so the 4 hour, which is what I was looking at. So let's hop over to the left. As you can see here, we are in a really well established channel. Now, what do I mean by that? Let's get the arrow tool here. As you can see, we are in this channel. We reject this level really nicely, and what do? We reject the upper part, the ceiling. Come down again, we've rejected this level really nice. Come up, what have we done again? Rejected. Come down, rejected this level, as you can see, and we seem to do the pattern like this in this channel. Now, we did have some news come out, as you can see, where Gbpaud went crazy and we got some really heavy bullish movements to then obviously it broke out this level, quickly retraced, and then sat around the ceiling here, as you can see, of the channel. Creating these levels here as well. But what did we do when we got back into this level? We came in, got the retested this area, and then what did? We come back down, and just magically, we have rejected the same level as before, where we've obviously come up, hit these levels, and what have we done again? We've rejected these levels again, and then we came up to these levels, and look, we've hit the ceiling again and got some bearish momentum. Obviously, through the channel. So the technicals on this is playing out really nicely. So that's what I said to myself. Okay, so the pattern here is when we usually hit these highs, we then come back down. And because we had this long, higher highs, lower highs movement, so a bullish movement going up, we could be seeing that when we hit these highs, we could be seeing that slow drop then to the downside, to obviously these areas, as you can see, which I've arrowed here, to then we could potentially get the bounce and then get further bullish movement to the upside, as you can see. So that was my ideology. So the first ideology of it is, okay, I'm looking for sells now, because what have we done in the past? When we hit this ceiling of the top part of this channel, we tend to see bearish movement. So we've got to these levels over here. We've actually broke out of these levels, but, a big but, as you can see to the left here, we have a big rejection of these highs. So when we got that first rejection of the high, I was like, okay, and we've come back in, but then I realized here, on the 1 hour, we were following a short-term bullish trend line, as you can see here. Following short-term bullish, and rejecting this level really nicely. This is why I didn't enter the sell completely at this level here, because I wanted a breakout of this short-term trend line that I'd spotted to the upside. Because, we could have easily, as you can see here, got the rejection off this and then boomed even further and broke out this whole structure, as you can see. So I was waiting for the break of this trend line. So as you can see the trend line here, we got the break around this area. As you can see, we got the break. And then we started coming down, and I thought I'd missed the trade at this point because we had started the bearish movement. But then I did get the rejection of these levels down here. So then we came back to the upside. And this is when I was looking back on the 4 hour, guys, as you can see. So this is where I got my entry from. Because if you look to the left, what do we see? We get rejections from this level, straight down. Rejection at this level, straight down. So my entry point to get into this trade was if we get the rejection of this point here, I'm going to enter this trade and take the sells with the stop loss at the break of this obviously trend line and the break of this big structure here. Now you're probably wondering why Dan, why do you have this other arrow? So I got an entry at this point, but if the market decided to then just continue to come up, we could take another entry at this trend line here at these highs, which we've been shown not 1, not 2, but 3 times to heavily reject, to get another entry at this level. And as you see, follow this arrow to the downside. So I was actually looking to scale in if we actually even got a better entry to the upside. But as you can see, we got the entry at this point, and then we got that really, really nice movement to the downside to the target, which I've taken everyone out at this level here of around 195 pips, as you can see. So we had potential 2 opportunities for this trade. Obviously, we got in at the levels that we did. We didn't let this trade get away with us, and we looked at what was going on, and obviously took the trade. And then if it was going to come up and hit these levels, we would have taken another position. And obviously had the stop loss, a much tighter stop loss at the break of these highs, as you can see here. So as this was a swing trade, obviously the stop loss pips was quite big, as well as the target as well, because it was a swing trade, right? So I should actually bring the stop loss down here, because this is where we entered around this level here, or off the rejection here, as you can see. So as you can see, it was around an 85 to 90 pip stop loss, which is why you've probably seen, obviously, the profit. If you've been on my Instagram and saw the quick breakdown, the profit is only of a 0.8 lot size. Just to keep risk relative, I think that was about a 0.5% for me on my account. And then obviously we gained way more than that. As you can see, the risk to reward ratio around a 3 in the end, which is obviously great. So it's a swing trade. So we held this from the 4th and today to the 10th. So the 4th to the 10th, around 6 days. So it's 6 days, almost a week we're in this trade to catch 195 pips, which is obviously great. Big move. And then you guys are probably wondering why I took partials and everything. So as you can see, we took the trade at these highs here. And then once we got to this level here, I made the trade break even. So we're completely risk-free at this trade. And I took half off the table at this area here. Reason why is because, as you can see, when we came back down, but previously we got the rejection around these levels and then came straight back up. And again, come back down to these levels, and we did get the rejection, but it didn't take us out of break even because obviously our entry was higher up here. So I made the trade completely risk-free at this level, took half of the table, and then let this trade run. And then, as you can see, we got that lovely movement to around 195 pips, as you can see here throughout, which is obviously a fantastic, great move, and really nice to make some really decent money off such a low lot size, as you can see. It doesn't always have to be, really, really tight stop losses and massive targets, because it's just unrealistic in this game. You do have to give your trade time to breathe sometimes. It's very, very important. Just because your trade's just going the wrong way at the moment doesn't mean it's going to be going like that forever, you know? That's why you have your fixed set of rules. And obviously you know exactly what to do and where, and obviously where to take action at and where to not, and everything like that. That's why my strategy is so powerful, because before I get into the trade, I know exactly where my stop loss is going to be. I know exactly where my target's going to be. I know absolutely everything about this trade and what I need to do and everything like that, which obviously keeps your emotions at ease because you know exactly what to do at each point and when, obviously, when to take action on certain things. And yeah, it just makes trading very, very simple and obviously keeps your emotions in check, which is the most important thing about trading. You keep your emotions in check, you're going to see your results fly. It's one of the main factors of obviously successful trading. And everything like that as well. But let's hop down to the replay tool so you can see this trade actually play out. Let me walk you through it. So, as you can see, I was looking at this trade around these levels here because as you can see, we got the rejection from these highs over here, came back in, but we rejected this trend line, we've come back up. So then at this point, I was looking for the break of the trend line, which we got, to which then I was looking for the pullback to these levels up here, because as we've seen before, when we get the pullback to these levels, we then get the drop. And let's let this play out so you can see where I got the entry. As you can see, we've got the rejection. I got the team in at around these levels here. We had a slight bit of drawdown for a little bit of time, nothing too crazy. And then, as you can see, we got the move to the downside. As you can see, got the team out at break even. Didn't get the team out, sorry. Moved the stop loss to break even to make the trade risk free. So at this point, literally within 24 hours, we are out of we are completely risk free on this trade and letting it run and taking half off the table. And then, as you can see, this flows really, really nicely to our final target there. As you can see, which I took the team out at around 195 pips. And just to clarify, the reason why I took it out is look to the left, guys. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 massive rejections around this area. There's a really, really good chance that this could have rejected. So I was happy with obviously the move that we got and everything like that as well. So yeah, a fantastic move overall and another great trade for the team. On my copier account, I think this was almost a 3% trade, which is obviously brilliant and everything like that. So yeah, another trade breakdown for you guys. But yeah, now we sit in our hands and wait for the next really, really good opportunity to come up that we can grab, obviously, within the market. If you guys want any info about how I trade, how you can implement my strategy, everything like that as well, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram or click the link below in the description and have a chat with me, and we can see and create a full game plan directly to you on how you can implement this strategy to your trading, or how we can even make your trading better, obviously in your trading journey and everything like that as well. So yeah, guys, profit will be on the screen around somewhere. Happy trading. Look forward to the next trade. I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.